Well, greetings to all, and a very happy Mardi Gras to you. We are on Mardi Gras Day today, Fat Tuesday, March 1st. As you can see, I've got my, I'm wearing my pirate theme beads today. I've got my Surrender the Booty with the Jolly Rogers and a bunch of the Jolly Roger type flags. And then of course, one of my favorites is the the pirate girl with the treasure chest, and I'm talking about the jewels. But she does have a nice, if you notice that little scorpion there on her. So yeah, cool beads. She's kind of tied with my cowgirl there, and but yeah, like I said, and then they're pretty cool. They got the big pirate theme down here. You know, of course, Louisiana was home to many pirates, Lafitte, and a few of the other ones that were buried their treasure here. And actually, when I first came to work in New Orleans, a road crew dug up a chest of pirate doubloons out of the middle of the street where we were doing repairs and stuff. So pretty cool stuff. But today is actual Mardi Gras Day, so we have parades running all day long. So we're going to get into this pay dirt, and then I'm going to head downtown and check out some parades and have a little libation. And so thank you for joining me on this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and I'm excited about this dirt today because we're continuing in the series of the gem and jewel bags of, I bet you can guess it. Let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, this table, and see what we got. All right, yes. We have the Gizmo jar of the SUPREMO XL Pay Dirt. And we opened this up. Actually, I got it. It came in the, you can see there's already ruby chips and stuff showing up in there. And there was a piece of amethyst that was showing. But we opened this, came in whenever I was doing the Miners Depot versus Golden Pay Dirt bag. And so we got to look at that, as well as it came with the gift of the day when I ordered this one was the $10 loop. And this thing's actually pretty nice. I've used it quite a bit. It doesn't have the intensity. It's not as zoom in as strong a power as the one that I have. I think mine's like a 60. This is, I can't remember what it says it right there on the magnification, 30 by 22 millimeters and 60 by 12 millimeters. So, but the 30 power works good, gets you a good look at what you're seeing, and you can, it's not distorted. So, yeah, this is, like I said, I've been going through the whole series of the Gizmos, and of course it's not something to open it with here easily, because it does have this is the sealed label. I never get into my pay dirts until we do them, so there's taking off our protective ring. Let's bring out the pan here, and we will take a look and see what they've got for us. We know there's going to be a lot of peridot in there. We've already seen some ruby chips. I expect some amethyst. I'm hoping to maybe get a nice ruby or a actual Apache tear. I think that may be an Apache tear right there. That's maybe the first Apache tear that I've actually gotten out of this, because I thought that some of the peridot were Apache tears at one point. There's a nice big piece of peridot there. But again, like I said, the lynches tend to be kind of clear. They don't have the deep color in their peridot a lot. There's some peridot. Again, the ruby chips are falling out. More peridot. Looks like some obsidian. More peridot. I'm not seeing the big piece of quartz there, but I'm not seeing the nice ruby or the big some of the bigger jewels like I was kind of hoping we might get. These are all pretty much comparable to the last last bag that we got from them. So let's just kind of pick through here and see what. This is a guaranteed. There's some bigger. These have bigger chunks of ruby in it than my other one. The last bag I got. I've only gotten ruby chips from one. The $100 bag, the 1 gram guarantee. This is a 2 gram. Did I say that? This is a 2 gram guaranteed Lynch bag on this stuff. And this was yeah. Oh, dropping shit. But yeah, this sold for $138.60 with $9 postage. And normally it's one of those where it's $315 that you would pay for, yeah, if you were going to pay that for 2 grams of gold and some gems. And I guarantee you, mine and John R. Prospecting's pay dirt bags are much better than what you're going to get from these out of Lynch. But they are the ones that have them that you can get commercially, so they are pretty popular. This leaves the last bag that I need to get now is the 4 gram mega jar, and it's regularly $630 for the 4 gram jar, but you can get it on special on their never-ending sale for $283.50. So yeah, what a deal, huh? Like I said, this and this stuff, when I bought this, it said that it was a special sale on 56% off all jars. So I haven't gone back to look to see if that's actually, if there was any less off of it than normal. And if y'all watched my Gizmo small bags that I did on the Christmas gift videos, where I did 6 bags and every single one of them was short compared to what normally they put into it, because they'd knocked it down $3, so they shorted you about 0.03 to 0.05. There's it's like a piece of gold there. No, you know, just a pitiful little amount of gold to you know, that was like I said, very, very disturbing and you know, disappointing from them. But since this is a guaranteed amount, I wasn't worried about the gold being shorted, but I was concerned that they might, you know, cheap us out on the jewels they put in here, on the gems. And yeah, for your what regular price did I say that was? $360, $315. Not that impressive an amount of stuff in this big bag. So you know, it is what it is with Lynch. They do tend to have some pretty gold, even though it's usually small and chunky, but it is pretty. So we will get set up and prepare for panning this out and see what kind of gold we get. I know in the higher dollar bag, it actually came with, I actually got a nice picker out of it, bigger than anything I'd gotten from Lynch. And there is, I think, there it is right there. Well, I kind of spoiled the surprise, but there's I just found that in the dirt. a nice little picker. So that is our star of the show for today. I'm pretty sure that's as big as you're gonna get on a Lynch bag without buying the you know, the nugget type jars or whatever that they get from, but on these Gizmos or any of these smaller stuff. So, but I mean, again, it's actually smoother than doesn't really look like their normal gold is a lot chunkier and has a lot more character to it than this. Is just kind of flat and smooth, but it is a big piece of gold. So, all right, let's get some water together, and we'll I don't think we're going to worry about classifying this down. We're just going to do it natural. We'll take a look at the magnets on it. All right, we've got our super magnet here. Let's see what we look like in a... Again, this is the typical Lynch, kind of that red desert sand. It's pretty dense on that. Pretty dense on the old cup there. Actually, it's a pill bottle that I got from the Walmart pharmacy to use for this. But yeah, that's a pretty good amount there sticking on it. And then we just take it and knock it off. And you can see it leaves some scrap in the pan. You do that a few times. Go back over it each time. It leaves a little more. That just to show you how much this stuff traps other material in it. And but yeah, you pull it through a few times until you're left with just the. Actually, this has got some a little bit bigger metallics on it than normal. Usually, I get a pretty pure black sand without all the little extra. You can see some color in there and some dirt clods like that, where it keeps grabbing onto it. So, but yeah, actually, that's a pretty small amount of black sand compared to what I've gotten from some of their other bags. This is really not much at all. Kind of odd. Let's dig it around there and make sure we dug it around pretty good. So yeah, you can see, I mean, it's collected on the outside part there, but yeah, not that much. So, well, as it turned out, I decided to go ahead and classify this down just because there is so much ruby chips still in this. I don't know if you can see it in this, and it's pretty bright out here in the sun. They should show up, but yeah, there's quite a bit of ruby chips left in here. So just to make it easier to get those cleaned out, we will break that down. And the bulk of our material, as usual, is the less than kitchen strainer size. All right, well, let's hit this beautiful day out here, 1st of March. I think it's about 80 degrees right now. Gonna be in the low 80s today through the parade. Ah, damn it! I'm leaking into my pan. So I've already got some some muddy material in there. So all right. Well, let's go ahead and dump out a big chunk of that there. As always, we will go through and do us a pan to see how our initial material looks, which we pretty well know by now, but not everybody has seen this. So if you've seen this through the half a dozen times I've got the Lynch stuff on here, you can bear with us and check this one out. And if it's new to you, this is Lynch Mining Dirt. This is the only, they say this Gizmos is the only pay dirt they do that comes from southern Arizona. So I guess all their other stuff comes from, I know they get a lot of stuff of their stuff from Arizona. So I don't know why they specify southern Arizona, but, oh, and I forgot. Necessary, always put in your jet dry, because there is some smaller gold in the Lynch. Not flour gold, but some smaller pieces, but you don't want anything to have a risk of floating away. So, well, I'm sitting here talking about what a beautiful warm day it is, and my camera shut off because it said it was overheating out here with the sun beaming down on it. So I need to try to stay in the shade, put some shade on it here, stand in front of my camera so it doesn't overheat. But I called up the temperature on it, to see what we are out here. Like I said, it feels like it's about 80 degrees out here, and it says, according to my camera, the weather, it's 66 degrees out here, which I can guarantee you it is not 66 degrees out here. And it shows the high for the day is going to be 71. And unless it's a lot windy, I mean, there's no wind out here, so I'm not sheltered. But I can tell you right now, where I am in Louisiana right now, it is not 66. It is easily 75 degrees plus, and my phone wouldn't be shutting off if it was 66 degrees. So I think they're a little off on their temperatures, but yeah, it already overheated me. it did that in the summertime when it was, 90 degrees out here, not when it was 66. So yeah, I've got to shield my camera to keep this going. Luckily, I looked down and saw that it was shut off, or I'd have just been doing a whole video for because sometimes I don't pause it for a while. But like I said, this stuff moves very easily. You want to be careful not to wash too much of it off because it does move so easy. But you can see we've already got some gold showing up in the corner over there. So for 2 grams of gold, we ought to be finding gold pretty regularly through this for sure. And compared to the 0.16 to 0.20 that you get off the Gizmo bag, original bag, this is going to look like a big ton of gold. So it's going to be fun to see. And like I said, Lynch does have some pretty gold, but I have the same issue as always. I just don't like paying an extra $20 a gram premium to have Lynch gold. I'm getting a 72 to 75% ROI when there's too many good companies that I can get almost 100% ROI gold from. And the main reason I'm doing this, like I said, that's why y'all know I just get I stick with the $20, less than $20 Vulture and Belmont Mountain and original Lynch and Gizmo, the small original Gizmo bags, because they're fun to do. Less than $20, $17, $16. It's they're pretty good. But no, I'm not I'm just not interested in spending $300 and paying a $40 premium on the weight of the gold I'm getting compared to what what I could get somewhere else. So and plus the whole fake sale thing, it just doesn't sit good with me. So, but I'm doing this because we have been doing the Gizmo series, and like I said, I'm already wondering if this is the reaction, if this is what you get when they mark it down on more sale and cut the gems. They can't cut the gold, so they scrimp on the gems. I was expecting something like that out of them over this, like I said. So, but we are showing up some pretty gold at the bottom there. So I think that's about good enough. We'll add a little clean water to it. And like I said, this Lynch stuff, once you get the initial stuff washed off, it stays pretty clean. The water stays pretty clear. And we took out most of the magnetite, but I'm sure there's still a good amount of hematite in here. Hematite, pronounce it right. I always say it wrong. Hematite, it's hematite. That's how it's actually pronounced. But nice, very nice pile of gold showing up there. Not what I'm used to seeing from Lynch. Very shiny, especially out here in the sun, man. It is super shiny. I'm liking that. I'm liking the look of that. Yeah, I can feel that sun beaming down on my back, and it does not feel like a 66-degree day of sun shining down here. I can tell you that for sure. That's just bizarre that I even refreshed it. I'm thinking, that can't be right, because it was like 40. I think we were down to 43 last night. There's a piece there that's got some of gold that's got some actually red. I'm seeing red or orange on that. I don't know if y'all are picking that up on the... I zoomed in and then I move it where you can't see it. But there's something red that's caught up in there. I don't know if it's a piece of ruby. It's that little piece right there. And I'm not sure. Can't see in the camera here because the sun's glaring on it. That piece right there that's got the red standing out on it. I don't know if that's, we'll have to look at that under the loop. It's got something caught in it though, but nice, a nice little start to this bag for sure. Very pretty. It's wanting to move, but it's got gold on it, so we don't want it to wash away. So all right, let's snuffer that up and get to it. I had to go find my new snuffer bottle. My nice, clean, new snuffer bottle. So, all right. Well, I'm going to look back through there, make sure I didn't lose a speck like I see right there showing up at the top. A little piece right there. And we'll be back. All right, we're getting down to the bottom of this next pan, and the sun is encroaching, or the shade is encroaching on us. I had to take the camera back in and set it in front of my damn big window unit, which is running in there at 60 degrees. Again, not 66 degrees out here. It overheated my camera again very quick, just for the amount that I was, whenever I wasn't paying attention and when I was not staying in the shade of it, shading it. So every time I delay, it gives the shadows a chance to move in a little more over the gold station here. So this will be our last pan in the sun. And I was seeing some pretty gold, but again, I'm kind of disappointed. There's no I had that piece of turquoise in that other the 1 gram Gizmo bag. I think it was just the regular Supremo instead of the SUPREMO XL. But you know, it always says you have a chance, you know, for tourmaline, and it'll list off 7 or 8 different gems that they put in these supposedly. But like I said, I've done a ton of these bags now, and that's the pretty much the standard is what you get is right there. A piece of amethyst, some quartz, a bunch of peridot, and if you pay over $100 or $100 for it, you get the ruby chips. And like I said, I'm not sure if that's actually an Apache tier or not. It's black. Those are black, but they and I think that, like we were checking out, I've been going up with John, our prospect, and I think that these peridot like this compared to the peridot like this that are much more jaggedy, rough looking, I think these are just polished, bigger polished pieces that as opposed to the unpolished. So I'll definitely be throwing some of these in to see if I can get that that luster on them like that from when they're dry, that they look when they're wet. But again, for the 2 gram bag and paying you know, like I said, 100 and whatever I said, it was $138. I was expecting that they'd throw in some I bet maybe some of their cooler jewels, gems in it, but like I said, it was the 56% off all jars. So if they're pushing an additional sale over the usual, then they start shafting you on what they put in it. And I say that because, like I said, my bags were short, every one of them. John, our prospecting, bought another 10 of them at the same time I bought mine during the good Black Friday sale they had, and every one of his was short too. So, like I said, it was just a really pathetic way to go for a big company like Lynch to chinch you out on like that. But like I said, I'm doing this because we are completing. We got to move way back here. We're completing our Gizmo series with their PAYDIRT, and I will suck it up and buy the $200 whatever I said it was, $283 4 gram bag plus another $10 shipping, so almost $300. You know, that's a hard one to That's a hard one to want to do. I have to say, I'm sitting here talking, and I've got gold spreading throughout the pan there. Yeah, I didn't have I diluted it down. Insufficient jet dry there, but like I said, even in this smaller classification stuff, the gold is always relatively easily recoverable. You know, it's nothing that's super fine, much less flour gold level. But it does make for a pretty showing in the pan when you've got more gold to recover than a couple of tenths. And it is pretty in the sun. Look at all those little pieces of gold there, ready to go in and join their brothers in the lynch vial. I'll be after this 2 grams is adding. I'll have to add it. I'll have to weigh it out. But I know I'm pushing close to the 1/4 ounce of lynch gold that I've gotten from them. And like I said, largely at 2/10 of a gram at a time. But yeah, you can see there's some of that hematite is still hanging up there with the gold. Even when you take the magnetics out, you still have some heavy black sand to deal with a little bit. And that's fun. So that's a good thing. So all right, well, once again, a very nice look at some. See, out here in the bright sun, it almost overloads the camera with the shine, because it looks a lot better in the sun than it's coming through on the camera there. But like I said, I'm enjoying seeing it out here in its glory. The one here like I said, we're back in the full shade now. My camera is not overheating. And it is much more pleasant without the sun beaming down on my back. So, it's a beautiful, beautiful day here. Great day to be finding gold. I don't know if y'all can hear, but the birds have started returning after they'd been pretty much run off after the hurricane. They lost their little homes around here, and the bird house and the trees, and so. They were in a bit of a spot, but I put out the rest of my chicken feed. The chickens are gone. Turns out that this area is not zoned for farm animals, and those count as livestock. So they with them running around exposed like they were, and all the city inspectors and things that were going on after the Hurricane Ida, they were on the radar, and from what I understand, the people had to get rid of them. Like I said, I hope they found them a good home somewhere and didn't just do something bad to them. They were laying hens. They weren't eating hens. So they see that little piece of gold, those little pieces of gold wanting to float there. And then I hit that jet dry in there, and it drops immediately to the bottom of the pan. And they see that is not a small piece of flour gold. That is a very thin piece of gold that's was lifting up and floating on top of the water. So hopefully the camera caught that whenever I put that jet dry in, and that thing just dropped like a rock to the bottom of the pan like it's supposed to. So that is why you use the surfactant, because it doesn't have to be tiny flour gold to float in your pan. But that's looking very nice. another, and we've got one more pan of this size material to go, and then we'll look for those bigger chunks, the chunkier chunks. But I hope everyone is having a great night in the chat here. I'm assuming we've got us a few people. We've gotten pretty regular number of viewers showing up in the chat, and it's slowly growing. And literally my favorite part of doing YouTube now is the live chat for the premieres. So if you're not familiar, hit that subscribe and notifications button if you would, and you'll get notified when you will be notified when the next video comes out, and then you could join us in the live chat, because like I said, it's fun and be able to interact with people and talk about stuff while we're watching the videos. And mine tend to be a little bit longer, so we have a little more time to chat in most of them. When I do the shorter ones, it's like, man, they went too fast. But I don't pad these for time in any way or try to, it's just, it is what it is. And a lot of times I'm editing the hell out of these things, trying to get them down below the hour and 30 minutes or whatever, how much footage I end up having out of these. But so yeah, it's like I said, it's a real treat though to be able to talk to the viewers and make friends. And then we did the giveaway on the live chat giveaway, which was really cool and worked out pretty good. Half of it recorded and pre-recorded, and then doing it live along with the recording and coordinating that. So very fun. Just a different aspect of the game. Earning those credits, getting them points. Oh, speaking of which, I have to say thank you all so much. Our views hit over, actually we're like 20,100 or 200 now, but it passed over 20,000 views this weekend on Sunday. So like I said, I'm just stunned that and humbled that I have that many people that view that many times, view my videos on this little channel here down in South Louisiana in the backyard looking for gold, and now polishing gems. And that's a fun aspect, a new aspect of this that I'm already enjoying too. And YouTube says stay within your niche, your niche. So but like don't be doing appliance repair videos or construction videos with your channel when you're a gold video, or maybe tumbling rocks. But it's all a rich mosaic of the life down here in the gold epicenter of South Louisiana for the Bayou Gold Guy. So it all relates to gold to me. Like I said, that's how I just showed how I make some money to buy the gold that goes in the pan, that goes in the bottle, that goes into the video, that goes out to some of you in the giveaways now. It's kind of like there was an old lady that swallowed the fly. You could stair step it all the way down. But yeah, been having fun with it, and like I said, I'm really humbled and appreciative that many people watch my videos on this, and get messages from people saying thank you. I bought this because of seeing your video, or I bought these from so, or I'm learning stuff from watching yours, and I'm still learning too. I mean, I haven't even been doing this a year now, so we'll be pushing a year. Like I said, in May 12th will be my 1 year since my first video on this. And we'll be I'll be doing something where we pull out all the gold and just take a good look at what a year's worth of doing this has come to. But looks like we don't have quite as much. Looks like we got a lot out of those first batches than normal end of the classification stuff. But we'll see. It may be smaller stuff hiding in there. Okay, let's add a little more Jet dry. I need to get another bottle of that. Cat knocked it over and drained about half of it. Not Hurricane. He's not out here to knock stuff over anymore. It showed him that, I think it was that last tumbling video with him on the bed between my other two indoor cats. He is most happy to be an indoor cat now. He was always sitting up on the roof behind me because that's where he could see into the house. And yeah, he is such a sweetheart to be in. He was always, if y'all remember seeing him whenever he'd be out here, he'd be wanting his belly scratched, and he was very friendly. But yeah, he's come in and has just been a perfect house guest. Actually, he's not a guest; he's a family member. But yes, he's turned into an indoor cat that's very well behaved and never has had no issues. He took right to the litter box and doesn't climb all over stuff or destroy stuff like the little she demon that I have, Angel. But so all right, well that finishes off our less than kitchen strainer size material there. So we'll do this in 2 pans to finish this off here. Like I said, it's not a challenging dirt, even with that bit of there's a little bit of black sand that I took out as it is. So I mean, you say that's not a lot of wasn't gonna pose that big of a problem. I just kind of wanted to go ahead and have it out so I didn't have to deal with it when I dried it and keep it while I had it already classified down separate. So yeah, this should be premiering. This should be Friday night. We're watching this at the 8:05 hour. I'm try to give backyard prospecting time in case he runs over a little bit. But I'm really trying to wanting to kind of secure this spot as a regular weekly, time slot for the channel. Have of course there'll be other videos throughout the week and the weekend, but always have one for the Friday night viewing, and make it a little easier for people to be able to tune in and know exactly when and where. It's hard to do these days because there's so many people that are live streaming in different times and overlapping and stuff, and if you try to work around that, you'd never be putting out a video anytime. So we're just gonna go. I know backyard is his time slot, then he moved from Monday and he rarely goes over the hour, so I think that would be a good spot to hit for Friday night. Even the days when I was out partying all the time, I never got out before 10 or 11 o'clock on Friday night anyway. So 8 o'clock is plenty early for anybody, even people that are on their way out for their Friday night activities, to be able to catch it if they wanted to be in the chat, do some live chatting. Otherwise, you just go back and watch it at your leisure, which is the great thing about YouTube. And there aren't a lot of great things about YouTube these days, I have to say. They're just about as fascist and corrupt as Facebook is, since they're all part of the same techno-babble conglomerate. Just like taking away the thumbs down, People use that. I use that because you check out a video you're unfamiliar with and you see that it's ratioed with a lot more thumbs down than thumbs up, then you're figuring, well, that's probably not going to be one that I'd be interested in seeing. And they say, we're taking down that we're not showing we're hiding the thumbs down buttons because it's bullying, and we don't want to be bullying creators and making them feel bad and blah blah blah. Well, all you have to, it shows on your YouTube studio exactly what the ratio is and how many thumbs ups and thumbs down every video you have get. Just like I have just about every video, I have one person that gives me a thumbs down now. I don't know, especially on the ones that aren't, any of them that aren't gold videos, the hurricane videos or the tumbling videos now. But yeah, one thumbs down on them. But yeah, that has nothing to do with protecting the creator. That was so that these corporations that were just getting massacred with, and the you know, the ratio, you know, every time Biden or the White House was putting out a video, they were getting 10,000 dislikes to every 100 likes that they were getting from their you know, zombie followers, and they just couldn't have that showing up. Same thing with you know, anything that Gates put out, anything that the leftists put out that was just getting ratioed to hell. That is why they hid the thumbs down button. It had nothing to do with the creators, even though they say that, which makes them liars as well as you know, frauds. So yeah, I have no love for YouTube whatsoever, and I know that they would erase me in a microsecond, because I've watched them erase channels that had millions of subscribers over the last 4 years if it didn't fit the leftist commie agenda that they're pushing. And yeah, so I just wish we could get another format to replace this. I do a lot on Rumble, and there's like I said, there's got to be a better place where you can work uncensored and you know, not under the fascist regime of goddamn tech companies and governmental libtard little tyrants, you know. So yeah, I'm not a fan, and like I said, I kind of resent having to be on here to do this, but I wanted to do this, and this is, you got to go with what you got to go with. So there's a lot I don't say on this channel at all that I really have to hold myself back on, because like I said, I would not be here now. I'd already be gone, and I have no doubt that they would not. Look at that beautiful piece of gold there. There's our chunky, but like I said, that they would not hesitate a second to remove me from existence like I never was here at all, like they've done with so many other people. It's just pathetic. So much for free speech, right? But that's it, when they chip away your rights down to where you don't even realize that they're usurping them anymore. They've conditioned the American people, you know. You just, like, you see all these mask mandates have all started fading. All of a sudden everything's opening up, right? Because these scumbag Democrats don't want you to remember that they locked you down and your children and your job for 2 years in their hysterical, retarded, non-science. I wear respirators. I know what masks do. I know what masks stop, you know. When you're talking about micron particles and you're talking about virus sizing, you know, I mean, how can people be so stupid that they don't even understand that how viruses versus bacteria versus dust particles work, you know? And it's been proven now after 2 years that masks did absolutely nothing. And now they're relaxing everything because the election's coming up and they know they're about to get slaughtered. And you should hold them accountable wherever you are. You need to get out, you need to vote, and you need to make sure that these blue states lose every damn politician that has locked up your kids and made them wear a mask, shut down your theaters, shut down your schools, shut down where you couldn't visit your sick elderly mother and father and they had to die alone in the damn... I have several people that experienced that, could not be with their elderly loved ones in the nursing homes, even though the nursing homes were the ones that were bringing in the disease and spreading it and killing them. They wouldn't let the family in there. Like I said, my friends, we're in a crossroad coming up here, and if we don't act, none of us are going to be doing any of this, because it's not going to be surviving. I saw they just issued a new mandate from the White House. Should nuclear war occur and you find yourself in a nuclear bunker, make sure that you mask and social distance in the bunker while you're hiding from the fucking nuclear. Yeah, that is the way. That is the retarded, insane mindset of these people, of what they think they're doing for you. You know. Yeah, I got off a little rant here on this one today, but it's been building up, and you know, it's only getting worse. So we have to act. Americans have to act. There's no luxury of sitting back and letting someone else vote for you and hope that the numbers count. You have to get up and get off your ass, go out there, vote in person on the day the voting occurs, and put a stop to this. Make sure these people are held accountable, you know. So, well, there's your political public service message from Bayou Gold Guy for today. There'll probably be 4 or 5 subscriptions off the next round whenever I look. Or somebody didn't like hearing that, or I don't tune into this for politics. I don't want to hear somebody preaching at me. Well, move along then. Move along. We got no time for you here. I'd rather lose 100 subscribers that support that side of the bullshit and be very, I would, like I said, I don't do this for subscribers anyway, but I don't want them on my channel. You know, if you think that way, if you're that much against America, or you're that stupid that you think that this is helping America, I don't want anything to do with you, and I don't want to be commenting, interacting with you on my channel. So there you go. There go the subs. They're dropping. But I say good riddance. So, all right. Well, now we're getting down to the last of our stuff here. We got some nice chunky pieces, though, showing up in this last pan of this stuff. Very cool. So, yeah, those ruby chips really make a nice addition whenever I do the, y'all seen the Gatorized vials with the gems in them as well. And yeah, just a few little flakes of that ruby in there really kind of sets it off, along with the silvers and the peridot and all the other stuff that goes in with it. And then you can get that, if you can get that gold added to it along the side of the vial, makes there's a little piece of peridot speck there. But yeah, it really makes for a neat display vial, I think. And most of the ones that I've awarded off of my giveaways, the people have said they're going to keep them just the way I sent them. They like the display look, because I put them in there and I work the pieces in with a toothpick down the side, so you know, you don't just dump them in there and hope they come out. They've got to be kind of placed very carefully, and it takes some time. I suffer over trying to get those things looking right the way that I want them to. Dump it out and start over again. When one piece shifts around and it disappears into the garnets, there's no recovering it. It's like, well, damn it, I got to dump it out and start again. So, but all right, well, there we have the end of our Gizmo Supremo XL. The XL is for extra large. And I don't know what's extra large about it, since it's the same size that you get in the Gizmo bag pretty much. And we don't have extra large gems. But compared to what we have normally from the Lynch, I guess you could consider this some extra large gold. It's definitely an extra large pile compared to what we're used to seeing from it, for sure. So very nice. Very nice look there. I'd say we've got our 2 grams. Let's see if can we find some sun out here in the we got to move way out here to get to the sun now. We've been out, so. But yeah, there you have the golden smile. And we got a little bit of black sand left in there to zoom in. You can't see anything, but yeah. So yeah, I see people do it with make the little eyes and stuff, but that's some really pretty gold there. So here we are with a pan of dried, beautiful Lynch gold that is overwhelming the camera here. It is so bright, but again, we've got our usual Lynch, nice, chunky little crystals, our big smooth piece, and then, like I said, it just tends to be some really chunky, pretty gold. So let's just get a weight on that and see what we got our 2 grams. I guess we can zoom back out there. So well, first let's see what that bigger piece weighs. Scale is right. Let's see, where is it here? Well, 0.448. So that's a pretty nice little chunk of gold for that bag from Lynch. Let's put the rest of our stuff in here. And it looks like we're at 2.047. Is that what it's holding at? 047, 049. So 2.047 grams. We'll see if it. But we got our 2 gram minimum, so that's good. And that's about no matter what you get with Lynch, it's about 0.5 is the most you're going to get over, whether you've got 1 gram or 4 grams. So, but we got it, so that's good. 2.048. That'll be our number to keep. I'll write it down there. So, and then we've also got our variety of gemstones that came in, and like I said, some bigger ruby chips than the other one. And I don't know if, like I said, I'm not sure if those are actual Apache tears or not. If that's Apache tears, I'm really not that impressed with them. I expected it to be more than just a black shiny rock whenever I finally saw some. And then you can see our variety of peridot, which is between the ones that are polished and the rough. So, but like I said, I went and looked at the price on it, and yeah, the normal price that I got paid for this was about $3, just like the sale bags I did. It was with the percentage off, was about $3, I guess, less than normal price. So I think they, like I said, that's kind of not much more than you had on the $83 bag. I kept calling it $100 bag throughout this, but the 1 gram Lynch bag is the $83 bag. And then this one is the next size up from that. And then we've got the 4 gram. All right, let's just get us a good look at this fine Lynch gold we have here tonight. And like I said, it's pretty much the standard Lynch, but it's got that glisten to it, that shine. And then we've got our nice little, almost a half a gram, 0.45, close to 4.5. So that's, it's not bad, and it's a chunky, a little bigger piece there. So nice looking stuff. I'm real happy with that. So, and surprisingly, I did my numbers on this stuff, and I bought it back in January 12th. On January 12th, gold was going for $1,826 then. Today it's at $1,940, but it was $138.60 for this bag of gold. $9.80 postage, which I don't count postage on my ROIs anyway. But with the 2.048 grams that we got, we ended up with a gold value of $120.24. And that's priced on, I count gold price on the day that I buy it, not on the day that I receive it or do it or any of that stuff. It's it's the day it was purchased, because that's the actual value of it. So, but that gives us an 87% ROI, which is the highest ROI I think I've ever seen on any lynch, any lynch gold from anybody. So I don't know why this is why it's turned out so good on this one. But even with the postage included on it, the $9.80 making it $148.40 for the whole order, it still comes out to 81%. So very nice. I'm real happy with that. So good gold, a good little return on it there, and like I said, it will go into the lynch pile, and continue with that. So I guess that being said, we're pretty much, and then like I said, we've got our, like I said, I think they did skimp on us on our gems a bit, but it is what it is. I just got a bunch of really cool gems. I'm going to do a mail call on it and stuff that I just came in from India. So, but just a quick mention, too, that I'd been contacted by Julie with a BANSHEE prospecting, and she's going to the gold and mineral show in Fresno, and she's contacting YouTubers who'd like to, sign up for to be at her booth, have your name at her booth, and have your channel represented, and if you'd like, you could do a donation. They're doing a raffle for it, but she said they'll be playing videos for the off the YouTube channel, off of your videos and stuff. So, I said, yeah, sure, man, that'd be great. Put my name on it. But I also told her I would make her up some pay dirt. So I'm going to be making up a special. Well, I guess I'm too zoomed in to see that one. I'm going to be making her up some special Bayou Gold Guys in the old drunk prospector bottles there, but it'll be full of some dirt and gems, and a good half gram plus of gold. So it should be a pretty good. I just want something different than I'm gonna have a label across the back there that says what's in it whenever I'm done. But I'm about to pack that up for her. So yeah, so if you'd like to help her out or be part of her booth there, I'll leave a link in the description on the video. You click down and you'll see it to contact her and take part in, try to help her. She does a lot for the YouTube community. I know the gold community on YouTube, I know for sure. And so it'd be nice, but I just wanted to let you know about that. Well, so all right, that will wrap up this Lynch Gizmo video, and I think we had like I said, we had a pretty good take out of that one. So I say thumbs up on that Lynch Gizmo, and thank you all for joining me through the Mardi Gras season here. It was really fun. Actually, I had more fun on the live chat with you guys watching the premieres of the parade videos than I almost did at the parade. So really makes it fun to do this. And thank you to everyone who's watched it and viewed on it and commented on them and in all my videos. And like I said, thank you again for breaking 21,000, almost 21,000 views now on the channel since I started, which is just incredible to me. So I lost my light. So that's the signal to wrap it up when the camera goes dead. So thank you again. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that button. If not, just go ahead and hit that like button, because that helps a lot, almost more than the subscriptions do. So once again, Lynch Mining, nice pile of gold. Bayou Gold Guy saying, peace out, my friends. Till next time. Time to feed the cats.